Have you ever felt like giving up on something you've been working on for a long time? It's a universal feeling we've all grappled with at some point. It's that nagging temptation to throw in the towel when the going gets tough, when the mountain seems too high and the journey too long. Let's consider the story of Thomas Edison. Edison, the brilliant mind behind the modern electric light bulb, faced countless failures and rejections. His persistence, however, was unshakable. He once said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's unwavering determination eventually led him to illuminate the world, literally. His story serves as a powerful testament to the importance of persistence in achieving success. It underlines the idea that true strength lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Remember, the moment you're ready to quit is often the moment right before a miracle happens. Don't give up. What happens when we quit? It's a question that might seem straightforward, but in reality it's more like a Pandora's box, filled with all sorts of negative consequences that we often overlook. Now imagine this scenario. You're training for a marathon. You've been going at it for weeks, maybe even months. Every muscle in your body aches, your lungs are burning, and your mind is screaming at you to just stop. So you do. You quit. In the immediate aftermath, you might feel relief. No more grueling training sessions, no more pushing your body to its limits. But what about the long-term repercussions? The missed opportunities, the regret, the cycle of giving up. When we quit, we rob ourselves of the chance to see what we're truly capable of. To cross that finish line, arms raised in triumph, the taste of victory sweet on our lips. That's an opportunity missed, a dream unfulfilled. And it's not just about the physical achievement. It's about proving to ourselves that we can do hard things, that we can overcome obstacles, that we are stronger than we think. Then there's regret, that nagging feeling of what if that keeps us up at night. What if we had pushed a little harder? What if we had kept going? We might have discovered that the wall we hit was not as insurmountable as it seemed. That on the other side of it was the person we always wanted to be. And finally, there's the cycle of giving up. Once we quit, it becomes easier to do it again. And again, and again. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Every time we quit, we reinforce the belief that it's okay to walk away when things get tough. But is that the kind of person we want to be? So what happens when we quit? We miss out on opportunities, we live with regret, and we fall into a cycle of giving up. Quitting might provide temporary relief, but it often leads to long-term disappointment. Did you know that failure is actually a stepping stone to success? Yes, you heard it right. It's a universal truth, often overlooked, yet so profound in its simplicity. Failure, as we've been conditioned to view it, isn't the catastrophic event we often make it out to be. In fact, it's an integral part of the journey to success. Now let's dive into the pages of history and bring to light an anecdote that encapsulates this truth. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series. Before she enchanted the world with her magical tales, she was confronted with numerous rejections from publishers. In fact, her manuscript was turned down by not one, not two, but 12 publishing houses. Imagine that. It would have been easy for her to interpret these rejections as a sign of failure, to accept defeat and abandon her dreams. But did she? No, she didn't. Instead, she chose to view these rejections as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. She chose to embrace failure, to learn from it, and to grow. She used the feedback she received to refine her stories, to add depth to her characters, to enhance the magic in her narrative. And the result? A book series that has sold over 400 million copies worldwide, been translated into 70 languages, and transformed into a multi-billion-dollar film franchise. So what does this story teach us? It teaches us that failure is not the end but a beginning. It's an opportunity to learn, to adapt, to grow. It's a chance to look at things from a different perspective, to approach problems with a fresh mindset, to refine our strategies and come back stronger. It shows us that the path to success isn't always linear, that it's filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, trials and triumphs. Most importantly, it reminds us that every failure brings with it a valuable lesson, a lesson that prepares us for the journey ahead, that makes us resilient, that shapes us into the person we are meant to be. So, the next time you encounter failure, don't shy away from it. Embrace it, learn from it, grow with it. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. So, how can we keep going when we feel like quitting? This question rings in our minds during challenging times, doesn't it? Well, the answer lies in adopting the right strategies for perseverance. Let's delve into some of them. Firstly, it's crucial to break your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. Think of it as climbing a mountain. You don't just leap to the summit in one giant stride, do you? No, you take it one step at a time, pacing yourself, and before you know it, you're standing at the peak, basking in the glory of your accomplishment. Take the story of Thomas Edison, for instance. His goal was to invent the electric light bulb, but he didn't just sit down and create a functioning bulb in one go. Instead, he broke down the mammoth task into smaller experiments, testing thousands of different filaments before finally finding the one that worked. It's about dissecting the big picture into smaller frames, making each task less daunting and more achievable. Secondly, celebrate your small victories. Every step you take towards your goal, no matter how tiny, is a victory in itself. Let's take the example of a marathon runner. Each mile they cover is a testament to their determination and resilience. They don't wait to cross the finish line to feel triumphant. They celebrate every mile conquered. This celebration of small victories not only keeps morale high, but also fuels motivation to keep pushing forward. Thirdly, maintaining a positive mindset is key. It's easy to fall into the trap of negativity when faced with obstacles. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining, and it's up to us to find it. Let's consider the story of the famous author J.K. Rowling. Before the phenomenal success of Harry Potter, she was a single mother struggling to make ends meet. Yet she chose to see her situation not as a setback, but as a unique opportunity to focus on her writing. Her positive mindset helped her transform her challenges into stepping stones toward success. Finally, remember to lean on your support system. No one accomplishes anything significant alone. Whether it's friends, family, or mentors, having people who believe in you can make all the difference. Think of the Wright brothers, pioneers in aviation. They faced numerous failures and rejections, but they persevered, buoyed by the support and faith of each other. Their shared dream of human flight became a reality because they stuck together, even when the odds were against them. In conclusion, perseverance is not about sheer willpower alone. It's about breaking your goals into smaller tasks, celebrating each step forward, fostering a positive mindset, and leaning on your support system. As you implement these strategies, remember that the path to success is rarely a straight line. It's a winding road filled with ups and downs, but with the right strategies, you can navigate this journey and reach your destination. With the right strategies, we can keep going even when the going gets tough. What awaits us at the end of our journey of persistence? Imagine you're climbing a mountain. It's steep, treacherous, and the weather is against you. But you keep going. You keep pushing, one foot in front of the other, because you know that the view from the top, that's what you're fighting for. That's the reward of persistence. When we persist, we grow, we evolve, we become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Each hurdle we overcome on our journey strengthens our resolve, builds our character, and shapes us into the best version of ourselves. It's like a blacksmith forging a sword. The heat, the hammering, the constant molding, it's a tough process. But the end result? A masterpiece, strong and unbreakable. Just as that sword, the reward of persistence is a stronger, more resilient you. A you that can withstand the storms of life, a you that can turn challenges into stepping stones. Persistence leads to personal growth, a growth that is unique to you and your journey. And then there's achievement. That tangible proof of your hard work, your dedication, your sleepless nights and early mornings. The satisfaction of seeing your dreams turn into reality. That's a reward in itself. Whether it's a medal, a certificate, a promotion, or simply the satisfaction of a job well done, achievement is a powerful motivator. It's a reminder of what you're capable of how far you've come, and how much further you can go. Let me share a story. Thomas Edison, the man who gave us the electric light bulb, made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before he finally succeeded. When asked about his failures, he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. Each step, each failure was a stepping stone toward success." It was his persistence that turned an idea into an invention that changed the world. The sweetest victories come from the toughest battles. So keep pushing, keep striving, and never quit.